Hey, what's up? Welcome to Cancel Corner. I'm your host, Beautiful Bobby. I'm here with.
Hello everybody. Sorry that we haven't been talking often, but this is David Logan-Zachery, Morgan Taylor,
And make sure to
and
subscribe and everything, all that stuff. Like us, subscribe. We're on all your
yeah, like
podcast platforms.
yeah, we're thinking about um, well, I mean I'm thinking about it. I haven't brought it up yet to you, Bobby,
hmm
but we might make sense for us to get to start doing a TikTok. I
Do
think
some
we could make what
dances. Yeah.
yeah, like it'd be really cool to like that's gonna even tie into trolls later. When we talk about
There's
trolls.
probably a filter where
So
we can have the big troll hair.
I I don't exactly. Well, I sound like such an old man right now. I don't really know how TikTok works, but I don't know if there are filters on TikTok. But we'll find out
We'll find
probably,
out
and
soon.
we'll definitely do some dances.
TikToks are where
But
it's
yeah,
at.
I know I can't believe everyone's probably like, "Oh my God, beautiful Bobby,
Doesn't
David
have a
Logan, Zachary, Morgan
TikTok.
Taylor." They're not. We're not on TikTok yet, but we're not, and we have other things going on. Uh,
Yeah, we still have
yeah,
Snapchats and Instagram stuff to do.
yeah, we have a yeah,
I don't know how
like
they
our
can
social
juggle
media.
this. All these different ones.
I know our social media presence just isn't enough right now, but we're in a pandemic, and I've been doing sometimes I just get caught up in all these different meme stuff,
Yep.
and
A lot of them are offensive.
it's yeah, a lot of them are offensive, but there's a lot of good ones. I love I'm getting all these Britney I'm into these awesome Britney memes that are just it's like they kill it.
Oh yeah,
Like
exactly.
these Britney memes kill it. Um. Anyway,
Yeah, let's talk about Troll World Tour. And again, you can find us on all
yeah.
your platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that. But Troll World Tour,
But
it's a perfect movie. I see. I'm reading your article. It's really good. Um,
yeah. Well, so again, For first of all, everyone needs to forgive us a little bit because,
we're a little late on this one.
well, we've been a little late. I've been having some problems with different things, but also we're part of our whole shtick is looking at things from a 2020 perspective.
Right.
So it's older movies, but Trolls World Tour,
Very new.
to me, yeah, to me was this is the exemplifier of what a movie should be.
Yeah, you
So
said it's
we
perfect
need,
for date night, families, guys' night out.
yeah,
Anyone could get
like
involved in this and love the music and all that.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, okay, maybe it's a bit hyperbolic, but maybe not. Like I said that, um, the biggest tragedy of this COVID-19 is the fact that this movie can't be in theaters.
Right.
And I know that I know if we had guys' night, it's this Trolls World Tour, we would have had the best time.
Yes,
Uh,
exactly.
we definitely we definitely would have been singing along and dancing a little bit in the theater. Come on, Bobby, you
Oh
know
no, I
we
agree,
would.
and I agree with most of your stuff here. I wasn't into any of the stuff with the character Branch with Justin Timberlake just because
Well,
of his past misogynistic stuff, and
yeah, well, yeah, okay, so exactly, the biggest problem with the movie, the only real
that was the
problem
only
with the
one
movie. Well, the other, okay, I mean, I didn't really talk enough about it in my
in the
thing.
article.
Yeah, but I guess I kind of didn't like how how Queen Barb was bad
Right.
because I just don't think that a woman ruler can really be
Yeah, it
bad.
should have been like a
But
male character.
yeah, so if we're gonna have one male character, it should have been Queen Barb. But the thing is, Queen Barb did actually learn in the
So
end,
that's why it's
so
good.
maybe that's why.
If it was a male, she would have
Because
not learned. It would have not learned a
yeah,
lesson.
yeah, exactly. The male character, if it was a male king, they would have not learned their lesson, and because they have too big of egos. So maybe so that's why I didn't really put it in. But
It makes
yeah,
sense.
so but Justin Timberlake is a problem,
Have you
and
seen
I
the
wish
original
that
one, or is this the? See, I did not see the original. I just saw a sequel, and I was
I didn't
not
see.
disappointed.
Yeah, I didn't see the original one either, and I didn't even know. In all honesty, I didn't even know that this was a sequel until after I did some
Right.
research, and
It's a
this is
standalone.
this is yeah totally standalone. It's such a perfect movie. Like, oh my god, Anna Kendrick.
Can she
Oh my
sing?
god, Can she sing? She can do. She's funny. She can sing. She is like, oh, she's the best. Um, but yeah, like this. Okay, so we have so many ass moments in this movie.
Yep.
Like, first of all,
A lot of big guys.
yeah, so much yas. So like, first of all, there's more queens than
Yep.
kings. Thank you. You
Majority.
know, yeah, exactly. And like, only two kings ruled by themselves, whereas we had multiple queens ruling by themselves, and we had, of course, the Funk Trolls, which definitely represented
Oh,
African American.
100%. It
Yeah,
wasn't even that
like, and
subtle.
the Funk Trolls were the best. Like, they were the most advanced. They were the smartest. They were like
It was like
the
that
Funk Trolls.
the Black Panther city.
Yes, a little bit. Like, yeah, there's some Wakanda in it.
Yep.
Like, and you had like, you had like Anderson Paak, Keenan Thompson doing voices.
Right.
Like, it was
The greats.
yeah, you did have the greats. Like, yeah, but like, yeah. So like, we had a more representation of women. We had no white men
Right.
actors representing the kings.
Yep.
I was like, thank
That was
you.
perfect.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's the only problem with this movie is that fucking Branch was voiced by disgusting culture, like Justin Timberlake. And come on, Justin Timberlake's career is built on cultural appropriation.
Right. With the corn
Like,
rows. Yep.
the cornrows, you can't. That's offensive. You can't do that. You cannot. I don't care if you have curly hair. I have curly hair. I would never think to do cornrows. I would never think to do anything that steals from the black community and makes
Yeah.
them feel disenfranchised.
They've had it hard enough.
And then, yeah, exactly. And Timberlake, his music is, he essentially is like trying to be a Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
He steals from black culture all the time.
Even, worked with Janet Jackson. And look who got the brunt of it. It was Janet Jackson and not
Janet Jackson,
White
of course.
Timberlake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And he pulled her breast out.
Yeah.
It wasn't Janet Jackson's fault. It was Timberlake's fault. And Janet Jackson got the flack. So it's like...
And I do agree where you put here, it should have been Childish Gambino instead of him.
Yeah.
Donald
like,
Glover, not Daniel Glover.
Yeah.
I see you wrote that Daniel Glover. But his name is Donald Glover.
Oh,
But he might have a brother called Daniel, and we don't know.
Oh, man, I can't believe I wrote that. Oh, so you gotta change that.
I will change that. It's not very woke. I mean,
Yeah.
I always like to think to myself, like, what would Trevor say? You know what I mean? Like, what would Trevor Noah say to all this stuff? So it's like, that's what I think of whenever I repeat back.
Yeah, but
that'll get changed. I just realized that now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Actually, another problem with this, you talked about it, it's a veiled homosexual relationship between Biggie and Mr. Dinkles. I think that should have been less veiled. It should have just been outright that these are a homosexual couple.
Yeah, but like Mr. Dinkles, like
he's not the same species, so I get it. Like,
yeah, like why it's a little weird. It's like kind of like his pet, but also like I don't know. They're kind of there's some weird stuff to that,
right?
But like
animalistic bestiality type stuff. But what's wrong with that these days? That should be accepted as well.
Yeah, I agree. Like I mean, I think that all sexual preferences should be accepted.
I mean, if I want to fuck a troll doll, I should be able to fuck a troll doll.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I like all sexual preferences. All.
Oh, yeah. So, like, there's 6 major tribes. The techno, hard rock, pop, classical, funk, and country. Which one did you like the best?
Well, I mean, I liked essentially all of them except for the rock trolls.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, come on. The pop trolls were the funnest.
Yeah.
And you had, like, the best characters. I mean, you had, like... Okay, so yeah, Poppy kicked ass.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dinkles and Biggie kicked ass. Oh, what's his name? Oh, Guy Diamond and Tiny Diamond. Like that was so hilarious. And I like how the pop trolls were just so accepting.
Right.
But like the one thing I really like the messages that were given off by the pop trolls. Like the pop trolls really brought home white guilt.
Yes.
Because like. Yes, like the pop trolls were originally the original tribe to be stealing like other tribes' music, and then like when the pop trolls like kind of realize that like when Poppy realizes that like in her history she was actually the colonizer,
Yeah,
like
she was kind
it
of
really,
doing what Queen Barb wanted to do the whole time, but
yeah,
in a different way.
exactly. Yeah, well, but like in their, yeah, in a different way, but also like their ancestors did what Queen Barb did, so it's like really good to remind them that
That white people
like
should feel guilt, you know.
yeah, and they should feel guilt, and they should stop appropriating. So I really think that it was, yeah, I mean,
Done well.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, for that reason, like again, we have like in the pop trolls, we have a male troll give birth,
Yep.
which is like awesome because like it needs to be accepted
That
in
men can do that.
2020
Yeah.
that yeah, men can give birth. It's like get over it. Men can give birth.
Yep.
It's 2020, and that's what happens.
Yeah, and I mean most men are trans men nowadays too, so it's like, of course that can
Well,
happen.
there should be more trans men.
Right.
If you ask me, there should definitely be more trans
Female
men.
to male.
Yes.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. But yeah, so Queen Barb, she tries to steal the sacred strings from each culture, and this is what rock does. Rock is not good, and rock is one of
Yeah.
those cultural
Well,
appropriating,
like, like,
genres.
rock music is like. Okay, first of all, does anyone really actually like rock?
Not anymore. Come on.
Yeah, no one likes rock. Like rock is dead, and like rock is just like so like white male bullshit.
Almost like white trash.
Kind of,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Like when I think of rock, I almost just think of like juggalos now. You know?
Right. Juggalos. You think of people with like black T-shirts and stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
not
and just
good people.
kind of like losers.
White supremacists mostly.
Yeah, I'm definitely there. Like, I mean, white supremacists are gonna be listening to rock more than they're gonna be listening to
Funk, right?
funk or to
Pop.
rap, pop music. They're rockers,
Yeah.
and I mean, so much of white music is like hate filled,
Hmm.
and rock music is hate filled. So yeah, I think
It
like
was right to make them the
rock.
enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, it was right to make them the enemy.
And
First of all,
the whole dominant white culture, whitewashing of everything, that comes across
yeah.
in rock.
Well, yes, because like rock has stolen from so much.
Hmm.
Like rock stole from like the blues, which the blues are African American, and
And the rock doesn't want to accept it. At least pop will accept it that they took everything. You know what I mean? Like Queen
yeah,
Poppy realizes that rock won't accept that.
exactly, and like rock just sucks.
Yeah, it's just not good. Like, who wants to hear a guitar?
Yeah, it's like exactly, and like I loved like the first like it was so funny like the opening scene of like the techno trolls like not funny it was like so like spot on
Hmm.
with that button like the techno troll button like the king's button
Hmm.
that was like screaming for the drop. I like music should be just like electronic.
Right, exactly. Even country music in this, it was really poppy and fun and kind of techno-y with Hickory and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
I
they were
agree.
kind of reminiscent of the white culture too, but a little bit more woke.
Yeah, they were so like so like the classic trolls were also kind of like white
But
culture,
they were
but
gone. You
they
didn't even
were
see them
you barely saw
because no
them,
one
and
really
they were
wants
kind of
that either. So
yeah, no one really does want that, but it's kind of like I kind of think of the classic trolls as just like old people, it's just
right,
like they're just kind of a group of like old people
like they should
that
be
like
gone. This kind of thing.
yeah, like they should be gone. They're like kind of like old people in like nursing homes who like are like sweet, sort of like it's just
Yeah,
like they're kind of like forgotten about. Then they're not like your racist uncle. They're just kind of like no opinion, nothing, just like their posterity's sake.
yeah. Your
So
racist
like I
uncle would be
never,
on the rock side. That's where
yeah,
they would be.
exactly. So like I don't really have a problem with the classic trolls because they just were kind of like they just kind of were like in the background. And that's like what classical music is. It's not even like in a way real music.
Right.
But like how pop music sort of is, or like,
Well, I mean, pop
and
music's
then
much harder to make. All that kind of thing.
yeah,
Takes real
exactly.
talent.
Like yeah, like it's harder to make a hit. Like I'm sure, like I'm sure like Beethoven or whoever those idiots are would be like in awe of like what Gaga does
Right, and
on
I mean,
getting.
these are also people that were slave owners, all that stuff. So,
Oh yeah,
or
of
even like
course. And like
like
bigots, racists,
Hitler's right
pigs.
hand man with Wagner. So it's like, not good people. These
Oh yeah,
classical music people.
yeah. Wagner was playing on the trains to the concentration camps.
Yeah.
So like, and like essentially, I mean, you could probably make the stretch that like people like Beethoven and Mozart probably were for concentration camps, even though
Hmm.
they happened like hundreds of years after their birth.
Right, but they wouldn't have been against them. That's how you got to think.
They probably wouldn't have. But but yeah. So the country trolls were like, yeah, they definitely represented. They definitely were like a kind of like a white group, but there was something like they were a bit more woke
Because they were oppressed
yeah, they definitely were
and
oppressed.
stolen from, so it had that vibe.
Yeah, so they were oppressed. They were stolen from, and again, well, they did have a strong female leader, so that was cool. And yeah, they like represent like. I mean, are any white people truly oppressed? But they sort of represented kind of like just like a better brand of white than the
Yeah,
rock trolls.
exactly. And then at this point in the movie, we have a little bit of a disconnect between Branch and Poppy. Obviously, he wanted to like domineer her and all that stuff, right?
Well, yeah. So like Branch was like quote unquote in love with her.
Yeah, it was a
But,
heterosexual
like,
relationship, which I don't really think should be in film or in an animated thing. You know what I mean?
yeah, like yeah. You should, I mean, you shouldn't. Yeah, I feel like it's. I feel like you're kind of right. Like not to promote too much heterosexual, but like I feel like an animated film, you should kind of indoctrinate, new morals.
Right.
So like we didn't need another. Well, there can be heterosexual, like especially if it's kind of like an implied interracial couple.
Or like
But
like that they have a bull involved or something like that.
well, that's sort of no joke. That's sort of like where I was slightly hoping,
Right.
because like it was clearly obvious that for a while Poppy was in a hickory,
Hmm.
and
But they had Cooper
like
there too.
well, no, Cooper was not like in that gang. Like Cooper wasn't with them like
At that
there.
moment, right?
Yeah, but like Cooper. And Cooper is a great character. I'll talk about in a minute. But like, I was kind of hoping that like, because like Branch is getting jealous of Hickory,
Hmm.
and it was kind of obvious that Poppy was like feeling like getting the feels, like she was vibing on Hickory.
Hmm.
Like it was like she's like at a Danny Tenaglia concert, just like vibing out to Hickory's
Right.
vibes. And
Branch was not liking it, right?
yeah, Branch wasn't liking it, but Branch is like a fucking asshole. Like Branch should have. If he really loved her, he should have been happy that she was vibing out to another guy's vibes,
Right.
and like let her be happy. And that's like what so many white men do, is they just like try to control and dominate, and make their women fit into these patterns, and like oh, you can't look at that guy, you can't do this, you can't do that.
They want to burden them with whitewashing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And like I was really hoping for a second that like Hickory and Poppy would have just like been like fuck you to Branch.
Yeah.
And Branch or
Cooper.
or Branch. Well, Cooper wasn't really involved, and Cooper is a good guy.
Yeah.
Like because Cooper
They didn't
is,
sexualize Cooper like they did these two characters.
Yeah, well, Cooper. Okay, so Cooper was a great character because he was like okay, so like
He thought he was a pop troll, right?
Yeah, he thought he was a pop troll, but he's the only pop troll that looked like himself.
Yeah.
That looked like him. So like he was like, oh man, why am I so different from everybody else? Which is definitely like the whole African American experience in America, because it's a low number of the population,
Yep.
and they look different, and they although might be accepted, by some people, they still have like this feeling of ostracization.
I'm not fitting in. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like Cooper sets out to find. So like when the rock trolls reach out to Poppy, and when Cooper learns that there are other tribes of trolls, he decides to set out to try to find his own, to see if he could find like where he actually is from. And he eventually, when he gives up, he eventually does find out that he's a funk troll.
Mm-hmm.
And the funk trolls, and he's not only is he a funk troll, but he is a prince.
Right. It was like he's some royalty here, thrown out, cast aside.
And yeah. And the great thing is, like, Cooper, at the end of the day, him and his twin brother end up like saving music.
Right, which is typical for the black culture to do that. That's what's happening now.
Exactly. Yeah, they're saving music, but also it's like they are saving everything in a sense.
No, yeah, and that's kind of where it can, what is it? That's kind of where it sort of culminates at the end, right? Where there's the Barb party.
Yeah, so like yeah, like Barb like finally gets all the strings, and she plays the chord, and Poppy outsmarts her by blocking the music and pretends to be a zombie.
That was a cool
Rocky.
part too. That was like I was in Walking Dead right
That's
there.
kind of like, yeah, that was kind of like almost a little spooky.
You're right.
And like there was like like for like an anime movie, there's some pretty good action.
Mm,
That's why like
definitely
this movie.
has it all.
That's why this movie is for everybody, because like eventually, yeah, I wasn't like 100% happy about it, but eventually like Poppy and Branch do hook up, and so like you have the love element,
Yep.
you have the action, you even have a little bit of violence, which I'm not really for violence, but like you have like at least implied violence, which is like okay by me because it implies that there's action, there's things going on, like reasons to feel. You have again great woke ideals. You have
Comedy.
Oh yeah, yeah. You have comedy.
I laughed
Yeah,
so much in this.
yeah, me too. I like. Oh, and great music, of course. Yeah, I laughed a lot and I sang a lot. Okay,
And it
like
was scary,
that,
like what you're saying. It's like I really did think I was like, am I in Night of the Living Dead when she comes out here? Am I in some kind of Jason horror movie? Is Freddy gonna pop out?
yeah, because like yeah, like when they're all like zombified, like rock zombies. It is kind of like it's a little scary, like the glowing red eyes,
Yep.
and it's like not like it's not like that like it's like a little psychologically scary too, maybe because like
That's where
it's
we're
like
at now, almost, right?
yeah, and listening to like fucking rock music on the radio like gonna turn you into a fucking zombie.
Right. Listen to Axl Rose or something, yeah.
Yeah, or like Eddie Van Halen or
Yeah.
whatever his name is, David Lee Roth. Ew, like they're all disgusting.
Yeah.
And like
Appropriating
like
culture for sure.
oh well, they're appropriating culture, and like rock music is just like so sexist usually,
Mm-hmm.
and degrading.
Yep. You might as well be in
Disgusting.
a locker room when you're listening to that stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it is like
It's
that
the
is
equivalent of locker room talk and music.
Yeah, it is locker room talk. It's toxic masculinity in music form.
Right. Should not be on the radio.
Shouldn't be on the radio, but the good thing is it's like not really on the radio anymore.
Oh, yeah. You're not seeing it on the pop stations anymore, luckily.
Yeah, it's like pretty much it's like just like crusty old white dudes who like try to run for office, listen to rock, and that's probably about it.
No, definitely. We're in a
Even
good time of music with that.
yeah, and like Bernie, he doesn't even listen to rock. He's like into Cardi B and stuff, which is so cool.
Right. He probably never listened to rock, He probably was listening to jazz and stuff like that and black culture music, you know what I mean?
Probably. I wonder. I bet you Trump likes rock.
Oh, yeah, he does. He probably likes, like, AC/DC or something.
Yeah, Trump's probably like an AC/DC head. Like, welcome to the jungle.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
like,
Motorhead,
I
shit
hate,
like that, yep.
yeah, I hate the AC/DC song "Welcome to the Jungle."
Oh, yeah.
Or
It's
whatever
terrible.
the fuck it's called. Yeah, AC/DC sucks, and
So she
well,
breaks... Going back, yeah, she's...
the only the only good rock though is Queen. You gotta admit, Queen is good rock.
Right, well, because at least we've had that recent movie and they exposed us to what is good rock.
Yeah, yeah. As long as there's like agenda behind it, it's pretty good.
Elton John, too, right? Pretty good rock.
But is Elton John even a rock, or is he more pop?
I guess you're right. I mean, he has a song called Crocodile Rock, so... He's got some rock songs.
Yeah, but like you could still be pop if you have like a quote unquote rock song. I think Elton's probably pop.
He's more pop, you're right. He's like on the border.
Yeah. Elton's definitely more pop.
What was glam rock? And I think even the other thing you just mentioned was kind of glam rock. Queen, you know what I mean? So these are glam rockers.
Yeah.
They're a little more pop rocky and it's way better.
Yeah, I guess a little more woke to be glam rock.
David Bowie's involved with that.
Yeah, and like David Bowie being sexually fluid makes him okay.
Even Gaga has some rock, right? Is she kind of rock now, or?
I don't think so. Like Gaga's just like Gaga. Okay, Gaga, you can't like
place where she is. Yeah, she's genreless.
Yeah, she's genre defying. Like Gaga is like Gaga should be a genre of like it's like avant garde, like incredible. This is Gaga.
Definitely. Anything like her, you see some more, copycats, which are great.
Yeah, but I mean, like, no one could do it like Gaga, but, like, I like that people try to do it like Gaga.
So, yeah, let's go back to the end here, this end scene with Barb.
Yeah. So like anyway, yeah. All these tangents.
I know.
I mean, what? I guess if I was a fruit, I'd be a tangerine.
So they're all standing zombified. Yeah, I know exactly.
Like a tangerine, like it's
Right.
like tangerine to tangent.
That deserves a big yas just for that joke.
Thanks. Man, sometimes, like I've learned, like sorry, like this is so much of like this cancel corner is about our journeys,
Hmm.
our personal journeys
It's a
as
journey
people.
itself, right?
Yeah, and I've learned like in this quarantine journey I'm going through, like just like I've really been embracing my inner comedian and just learning how funny I am. It's so great.
It's nice to open up to that and just learn your comedy
Yeah,
within, but making sure that is
yeah.
woke for sure.
Well, yeah, like tangerine.
Yeah, like that is great. That's gold.
It's like not offensive. It's like wholesome and it's like witty. Like oh god. Anyway. um,
I totally agree.
yeah, back to Queen Barb and yeah, evil Queen Barb,
Hmm.
and yeah. So Poppy like she
Fools
puts
her.
gumdrops.
Yep.
Yeah, she puts gumdrops in her ears to prevent her from hearing the sound.
You're right.
And
And how cute was that of
um,
an idea? That was a cute idea by these
yeah,
animators.
yeah. I mean, like, well, like Hickory did it first, but yeah, it's really cute. Like,
Hmm.
I
She
thought
has to
she,
still appropriate always, so she's pop white troll.
yeah, yeah. But Hickory, yeah. But so she like doesn't hear the music, and then she smashes Barb's guitar,
Hmm.
and that like drains the color and life from all the trolls.
Yep.
Like everyone's like a little zombie, but like there's still the mic. There's well, no one's a zombie anymore, but everyone's just like they're
Colorless.
all
It was creepy.
yeah creepy. It was like without their like essence,
Hmm.
but
Kind of like how we're living now under Trump. You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. But like Cooper, he hears his heart beating
Hmm.
in the microphone, so he starts beatboxing. Then his twin brother starts beatboxing too, and they're
Prince
kind of
D.
like,
Yep.
yeah, they're starting to like beatbox and start making some music, and then there's clapping going on, and then more music's being made, and then all the trolls start to sing, and they realize that the music was never even in the strings, was in their hearts
Yep.
the whole
It
time.
was a great message.
Yeah, so that's a great message, and again, it wasn't rock music that like saved the world,
It was funk.
and then yeah, it's funk and well, in particular, more like black culture,
Right.
and
That was the allegory there, yeah, or the hidden message.
yeah, and then like Barb like finally gives in and realizes like
What she did wrong,
um
and she is a woman, so you can't really, she knew it was going to
yeah
happen.
yeah. Well, and also like the thing is like which I really actually loved this like sort of like peek behind the curtain little scene where like Barb and Poppy are like talking and like they're like like they kind of realize like well Barb kind of realizes like we probably actually could have been friends
Yeah.
because we both been dealing with the same pressures of being a queen. It's just so hard being a queen. Like
Hmm.
it's definitely harder to be a queen than a king because you have to deal like as a queen you have to deal with the pressures of being a man like
Right.
what men are thinking.
Like Branch.
And,
I mean, I think they
yeah,
should have been a couple in the end. Should have been those two.
that is a great idea.
She should have left him for a woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Barb and Poppy like being a couple. That's a great idea,
Because I mean, let's
Bobby.
face it, men are just usually in the way. And then they don't need men to give birth anymore. You can get that all from females too. You don't need a man involved anymore.
That's true. Yeah, because some women produce sperm.
There you go. So African culture saves the day, that kind of thing. It really was a near perfect movie, and you're totally right about if it was in
Yeah.
theaters, this would be much more of a celebrated movie.
Well, yeah, be celebrated, but also like I feel like the theater itself would be a party. Like, like because like the end song just sing or whatever.
Everybody would be
Like
singing.
yeah, everyone's singing and like that's what they're like. That's like what the literal lyrics are. And I was singing along, and I'm sure like you were
I
singing
was
along
singing
too.
along. Yep,
And
I couldn't
yeah,
help it.
if we were in theaters, we'd be like singing along, clapping. I feel like other people would, and it just like bring this like festive atmosphere, and like it's just such like really like such a tragedy. Like it's like a bigger tragedy than like
The whole deaths, right?
yeah, probably than even the deaths because like a lot of the people who are dying of COVID are just like these old people who like are gonna
We're
die
probably
anyway.
racist, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably a lot of them.
From a
Well,
racist generation for sure. You know what I mean?
yeah, the old people who died were probably all racist. I mean, it does suck that like the okay. Let me rephrase this. Like this, yeah, the fact that it wasn't in theaters is
Hmm.
more tragic than the old like white male deaths caused
Right,
by
just
COVID.
those. Yeah,
Yeah, but like because COVID is like striking
other
minority
cultures.
populations,
Yep.
well, and the minority populations more. So that's a real tragedy in COVID. But like you have like a white man dying of COVID, they deserve it probably.
Hmm.
So yeah, like the joy that this movie would bring in theaters, definitely, like the fact that it's being stifled and trampled and killed,
Hmm. But you do know that
definitely.
it did better than the first one as far as
Yeah,
numbers. Just because I think everyone's at home, they have nothing to do, so it did do well.
yeah, it did well, but
But
like
it
I
would have been a
just wish.
celebration. I agree.
Yeah, I just wish that like the celebration.
It did really well, actually. It did way better than the first one, even though, like we said, I think none of us were really aware of the first one. I mean, didn't have as I'm assuming it didn't have as much of a woke message as this obviously did to get you in the door. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well, and, like advertising was just huge. Like, I mean, I
it was
like Trolls
everywhere.
World Tour. Yeah, it's like ooh, Trolls World Tour. I mean, like I loved troll toys back when I was a kid. Like, I once had a buddy who gave me troll toys when I was
Hmm.
little, and like I've loved them since. And you could like comb their hair, and you could do all this cool stuff with
Yep,
the
you can have
trolls.
them right there while you have like a homosexual type, experience.
Yeah, you can have them like any type of experience. Like when you like start masturbating, like they're kind of always like hanging
They're there.
out.
They're looking.
Yeah, those cute little belly buttons and stuff, and they're yeah, like trolls are just awesome.
Yeah, I like how you put it here. How this is, and I think this should be the first inductee of the Cancel Corner Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we need to start a Hall of Fame.
I think this goes in definitely. This is
This
not
goes in
definitely goes in. This is
definitely.
number one at least right now.
Yeah, like right now, like I think yeah, we maybe we should do some like polls and like have people vote on like what should be in the Hall of Fame of
Hmm.
like obviously like not canceled Hall of Fame, but like Hall of Fame of the movies you should see.
I don't know if we should put Pest in there, but Pest definitely had a good woke message.
Well, yeah, Pest, like, yeah, Pest isn't Hall of Fame worthy, but Pest, Pest, it was a great message, and
Maybe it's like with sports. Maybe like 5 years later we'll think like, okay, no, Pest needs to go in. You know what I mean?
yeah, it could be like that,
It's not
like,
a first ballot like this.
yeah, like, yes, exactly. Trolls World Tour is a first ballot Hall of Famer, um, but yeah, Pest is not,
No.
and I'm sure, like, I could think of some more like first ballot Hall of Famers, like. Bridesmaids is
That's
definitely
a
a first
great one.
ballot, probably.
Most things with Megan McCarthy. Is that her
Melissa
name?
McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, yeah. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
Megan McCain, all that stuff, how terrible she is. So it's been stuck in my head.
Wait, you think Meghan McCain's terrible?
I think so because she has that father who is so oppressive. I mean, it's not her fault, of course, but
Yeah, but Meghan McCain's pretty woke, actually.
okay. I thought she was not woke.
No, I think Meghan McCain is pretty woke. Her father definitely not woke,
No.
and like, yeah, the stuff that like the stuff that she says about her father is not woke.
Hmm.
But like, I think she does have some wokeness to her. But yeah, like you can't like again anyone with like an oppressive father, like
Can't
evil
blame them.
Michael,
Yeah.
yeah, evil
Unless it's
McCain.
Ivanka Trump, I think she's probably to blame still.
I don't think you could fully blame Ivanka Trump because I think that she was molested.
She's probably molested and brainwashed, kind of thing.
Yeah, like Ivanka Trump, like I slightly feel bad for her. I
Hmm.
mean, I don't feel bad for her for marrying that son of a bitch, but like I do feel bad for her for having that son of a bitch as her dad.
Right.
Like you can't choose your dad, and I think he fucked her.
Do you think it's like kind of like a Branch Poppy kind of thing with Jared Kushner and her? Or
I
he's sort
don't
of controlling
know.
her.
Yeah, probably.
He is
I
Jewish
would.
though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but he's like usually like a Jewish person's oppressed,
Hmm.
but like Kushner is he's just evil.
He's so what is it? He's been given everything. So
Oh well, yeah, he
born into a rich family. Kind of like Ivanka, though, right?
Right, but like again,
She's a woman.
as a woman, yeah, you're always a second class citizen as a
Right.
woman.
No, that's
Like you
what I
could
hear.
be like, yeah, like if you're born to a rich family as as an African American, as any minority, which I'm counting women in like this minority thing,
Mm-hmm.
then you're still oppressed.
Definitely.
And the poorest white man has it better than the richest woman or
Or you're
African
right.
American
Definitely true.
or anything.
Well, that's a good spot to end it there. This is the Cancel Corner, and you could find
Yeah,
us on
well,
all those podcast platforms, YouTube, all that
yeah,
stuff.
we'll soon have a podcast on Can't Hardly Wait
Yeah,
and
that'd be a great one to do.
on the new guy and some others.
I just forgot that we didn't do the Can't Hardly Wait one.
Yeah, we should do that very
Wait,
soon.
we did do the Can't Hardly Wait. I think we did.
Oh, we did do Can't Hardly
We
Wait.
did do that one. But New
Yes,
Guy, I think we should
we
do
have to
for
do the new
sure.
guy. Yes. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Yes, we did Can't Hardly Wait. I didn't post my review yet for Can't Hardly Wait.
Oh yeah,
That's my fault.
but we could definitely
And
we definitely did the podcast. If you want to go back and listen
yeah,
to
we
that one.
did. Yeah, we did do Can't Hardly Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Like it's just been tough, and I've been having some problems. Maybe I'll open
Yeah, you
up
don't know what
about.
day it is anymore with this whole thing.
Yeah, and like I've been having some.
Weight guilt.
I well, yes,
That's
and
constant, really.
yeah, but some other problems that I don't know. Maybe I'll open up like when I'm a little more comfortable on the podcast about.
Oh yeah, we don't want to do anything you're not comfortable with.
Yeah, like I need to feel like am I safe? Like maybe if I wear like some safety pins or something when we talk, I'll feel a
Hmm.
little bit more open to talking about it. But I'm just not there yet.
Okay, well that's we could do that later. But
Yeah,
so you've been listening to the Cancel Corner. I'm your host, Beautiful Bobby, here with
I'm David Logan-Zachery, Morgan Taylor.
All right, and have a good one, guys. Check out the podcast
Yeah,
more.
peace in the Middle East. Haha.